We just got one client, almost $1 million in business funding, 995,000 to be exact, but who's counting? It took us about 4 months, and in this video, I'm going to break down approval by approval, all the data points, because I'm Credit with Colin, and I'm awesome, and I like you guys. And most of it was no docs, no tax returns, or anything like that on the biggest 0% approvals. So it's a real client. He left us a sauce testimonial. He worked with my #1 funding advisor, the same funding advisor who's funded millions of dollars, multiple clients over $1 million, multiple clients over 500,000. He's a real name in our system, real approvals, all documented in our Slack, and we'll go line by line. We'll go over all of them. We'll share all the sauce with you guys, bank by bank, bureau by bureau. And then I'm going to show you how a lot of our business owner clients use their revenue to get multi-six figures in funding and deploy it into apartment buildings and real estate and build real wealth. Welcome back to the Credit with Colin channel, where we talk about how to leverage your credit to acquire maximum business funding. I'm an 8-year United States Marine Corps veteran. I run a real funding company with over 25 employees. We fund about $5 million in approvals every single month. Links to work with my team to fix your credit or get you 100K plus in funding, work with my #1 funding advisor, is in the pinned comment and description below. We also got the link to join my school community, get a personalized funding plan from Big Dog himself, and we'll wipe your hard inquiries every single month. We got tons of data points in there. You even get group calls with myself. Link to join the school community is in the pinned comment. Hope to see you in there. Let's get into it. Now, before anybody in the comments says, well, I don't make any revenue or $1 million, just stop. This client wasn't doing insane money, 8 figures, multi-7 figures, or any of that. A lot of our clients that get 500K plus are doing pretty modest revenue, around 300 grand all the way to 700 grand, right? And they run normal businesses like being a locksmith, being a plumber, nothing crazy. They're not like big pimping making millions of bucks, and you can do it too. Now, most people think you need 2 years of tax returns, P&L to get real business lines of credit. A lot of our clients get no docs all the way up to 500 grand. Past 500 grand is when we start needing some bank statements, a P&L, or even a tax return. And guys, be sure to like and subscribe. I am dropping a ton of sauce on this channel for free. We're going to show you how we got this client $1 million in funding. Let's get into it. Now, look, I want to talk about the credit ladder, right? You start with no doc funding. If you had a 700 plus credit score, you can get 50 to 300 grand in 0% no doc funding. Even maybe you have an age corp, you could stack some no doc B-locks, right? When you have revenue, the game really changes, because then you're accessing 300 grand to $1 million plus. And these B-locks are a different animal. They come with bigger limits. They're liquid cash. They don't report to your personal credits. They don't wreck your utilization. They don't drop your score. So the play for a real estate investor is simple. You leverage the business you already built. You stack B-locks and prime business lending, and you take that capital and you acquire cash flow assets. You buy an apartment building. You buy rental properties, multi-family properties, assets that throw off income and then pays the debt back for you. That is leverage. That is how the wealthy actually get wealthy. They do not use their own money. They use the bank's money to buy an asset, and then they keep the equity. This client wanted to do exactly that. Let's talk about the stack. Now, this client had one rule for us. He only wanted 0%. He wanted 250K plus guaranteed. And he only wanted prime interest rate business lending. No personal term loan stacking. So we left a lot of approvals on the table. We probably could have done $1.5 million to $2 million. We could have done 250K Lightstream loans. We could have done 100 grand SoFi, probably another 100,000 other loans stacked. They only wanted clean, prime, low interest rate business funding. We even left a lot and denied a few different approvals because the interest rates were a little bit above prime. So here is the centerpiece. One of the plays we love to run is we love to stack 2 of the largest business lines of credit we can find at a time, which is usually $250,000. We led with TD Bank, 100 grand approved with no documentation, 0 docs. They pulled Experian. And now once that no doc line was approved, we actually go ahead and we request an increase. We do this often. And this, of course, required financials. When your tax return, we approve for $250,000. Same thing with Columbia Bank. Write this one down. It used to be Umpqua Bank, right? They changed their name. They got acquired. And they used to offer 100 grand no doc B-lock with an Equifax pull. We funded dozens of clients in California, and it was a 1-year tax return for up to $250,000. But then they were going through this merger thing, and so they stopped lending on the business line of credit for a bit. Now they're Columbia Bank, and they're lending again. And we got the 100K no doc approval here, and then we submitted financials for the increase up to $250,000. That is $500,000 in prime interest rate business lines of credit stacked. And from there, we could even go for an SBA loan, which of course we did. And these pulled different bureaus, which was nice. Now, right after we stack 2 huge business lines of credit, we love to throw in an SBA. If the client has 1-year tax return, we do an SBA Express loan. We approve for $150,000 with that 1-year tax return. And it's a secret weapon. It's prime rate. It's extended terms and a lower payment. And our clients love using this for leverage to acquire properties and rentals and things like that. And we actually ended up doing the 0% stack before all of these B losses. So let's talk about some of those 0% cards. If you saw the screenshot where I showed the approvals, we actually only got a 3K Elan card. That's why I like this story a lot. It was only $3,000. The client was like, holy cow, what happened? This is wrong, right? And most people would just take that and move on. We denied it. And we have an Elan business relationship manager on our team who we later went on to apply again. And we got 3 approvals totaling $101,000, 0% interest for 18 months. Elan pulls TransUnion, and the account's online. Applying online, no bank account required. Let that sink in. That's $103,000, 0% for 18 months. We got 2 Chase Business Inc. cards, $100,000 at 0%, pulled TransUnion. Amex, he was an existing client, was a soft pull. We got $50,000 at 0%. B of A, we got like $43,500. We applied for 3 cards, and that was a TransUnion pull as well. Citizens Bank, a little disappointed, only $15K, pulled Equifax, it is 0%. Flagstar online app, no bank account needed, pulls Experian, 0%, and it was a $14K approval. We always like to sprinkle that in the mix. Add it all up, and this client is at $995,000 in funding, almost exactly $1 million. Here's the insider piece. Look at the bureaus again, because this is the difference between a clean $1 million stack and a pile of denials. If you fire every application at once, every lender is going to hammer those same credit reports, and you're going to trip the 3 hard inquiry removal, and the approvals are start to end in denials. The lenders get spooked when they see 5 hard inquiries in a single week. So we like to wipe as we go. Again, our school community comes with free hard inquiry removal. This is going to be pretty instrumental in your stack to wipe inquiries when you're applying for multiple lenders that are going to pull the same bureau. So you'll see on TransUnion, Elan, Chase, and B of A. Experian was TD Bank and Flagstar and the SBA. And then on Equifax there, we had Columbia Bank, we had Citizens. Right now is your chance. You could pause this video, could take a screenshot right here, take a look at the entire stack. This is the entire playbook, $1 million funding stack. Which bank, what document level, which bureau, how much was approved, and that's a $100,000 education in a single image. Now, let's talk about the most important thing. Capital sitting around in a credit line does nothing for you. The true magic that changes your life and creates cash flow is what you do with it. So let me give you 3 plays with real math and the way we would actually run it. Play number 1, you take one of those $250,000 business lines of credit and you find a fixer-upper at $250 that needs $50,000 to $100,000 in repair with an ARV of $400K. So you're all in around $300K in a property worth $400,000. You use your line to do the deal, right, and fund the rehab. And 3 to 4 months later, it appraises at $400K. You could do a DSCR, refinance, and keep it. You pull back your capital, pay the line to 0, and you keep a cash flowing rental with equity in it. Now that line is empty again, is ready to be rinsed and repeat. Do it on repeat. One line recycle becomes a portfolio of paid back lines and multiple properties that you own free of that debt. Play number 2, take $100K of your cards and line of capital and spend $5,000 on marketing to 0 equity homeowners, people who bought in the last couple of years on high leverage loans, no equity, but a clean low payment. And you can do subject to, you probably heard of this strategy. You find the best cash flowing homes and you offer the seller a small incentive to win the deal. And you take over these properties. You're not buying with your own cash. You're using a small slice of the capital you got approved for to control multiple cash flowing doors. And 18 properties at the national median is about a multi-million-dollar portfolio off of 5-figure marketing spend. Play number 3, take your second $250K line plus the SBA money and go after a value-add multifamily or a HUD repositioning deal where the rents are guaranteed at full occupancy. You play your capital up as the down payments and you force the value through rehab. Then you could even JV the tax deduction side to a corporation looking to front-load depreciation. They pay you upfront for the deduction and that payment returns your original capital. Now you've got the asset cash flowing, you've been paid back, and you still own the income stream. 0 of your own money left in the deal, and it's spinning off 6 figures a year. This is the game. This is the strategy that high-income owners are using to reduce their tax liability, leverage their funding in OPM, and acquire assets, guys. Real estate turns into assets that pays off your debt. Now, before you run off and try to do this whole thing on your own, here's where people start getting denied. Number 1, firing all of your credit pulls on one bureau. All the lenders that pull Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, right? You want to kind of tic-tac-toe, one Experian, one Equifax, one TransUnion, one Experian, Equifax, one TransUnion, wipe inquiries, repeats, right? Because the moment you get too many inquiries in a single bureau, you're going to start getting denied. Do not be sloppy. You want to get this going right. Number two, wrong order. Don't burn your strongest bureau on a small approval. Lead no doc, lead with the biggest approval, and then stack all the other approvals. Number three, commingling funds with no separation. The moment you have the money, people can try to see you, right? Sloppy accounting with no protection leaves you exposed. Number four, liquidating cards the stupid way through your own processor. Cashing out through random apps could get your card shut down. Or missing a payment. Make sure you set up autopay. They'll take away your 0%. And number five, skipping the increase step. Those no doc approvals in round one, they're not finished, right? You can actually always ask for an increase. We do this on a lot of personal loans as well. Guys, as always, if you want to just work with my team, you want to work with my top advisor, especially if you're doing at least 300 grand in revenue, it's not required, but to work with my top advisor, you generally need to have some kind of revenue, and you're interested in getting 200 grand to $1 million in funding. Links in the pinned comment to work with my team to get 100K plus in funding, or for my team to fix your credit, and also to join our school community. Again, I'll map out a personalized funding plan for you, get on group calls, learn with other credit entrepreneurs on how to stack capital and how to turn into cash flow. We also do hard inquiry removal on all three bureaus done for you from my team. We're doing new bank case studies every single week, the exact data points of bureaus they pull, live calls with myself. The link for the school communities in the pinned comment too. Look, guys, whether you join or not, never spend $1 with us. That's fine. I just want you to take what you learn here and share it with other people. Use it to make a real impact in your life. Stack B-locks, get an SBA loan, acquire cash flowing assets, get 0% funding, buy a business, do something big. Guys, I just dropped a ton of sauce. Please do not be a mouth breather. Hit the like button, support your boy, drop a comment below, even if it's just an emoji. I really do appreciate it. Or ask me any question in the comments below. I answer every single one of them. Guys, links for credit repair, business funding, school communities in the pinned comment description below. God bless you and your family, and God bless America. It's Credit with Colin. See you guys on the next one. Doses.